Hello to everyone. Which women, which transition? A feminist and class perspective on the European Parliament session on the future of Iran. A discussion on Iran's democratic transition and political future would be incomplete without considering the position of various social forces, especially women from the lower classes. Women in Iran do not only face gender discrimination, a large number of them are also affected by unemployment, low wage, job insecurity, poverty, and economic inequalities. Therefore, the issue of women cannot be limited to the sphere of rights and political representation alone. On June 23, a session entitled A Feminist Perspective on the Democratic Transition in Iran was held at the European Parliament. The event, organized by the Socialists and Democrats (SD) and the Greens European Free Alliance Greens EFA, brought together female activists and artists from different Iranian communities. The session emphasized the role of women in the transition process, the fight against gender apartheid, feminist federalism, and some forms of structural discrimination. It is essential to address the role of women in discussions about the future of Iran. However, a question that is less addressed is which women speak in this process and on behalf of which social interests. The experience of political transformations in different countries has shown that increasing the presence of women in institutions of power, if not accompanied by change in economic and social relations, will not necessarily lead to an improvement in the situation of the majority of women. For this reason, the discussion of gender equality cannot be separated from the material living conditions of millions of women workers, teachers, nurses, employees, retirees, and housewives. From this perspective, democratic transition should not be reduced solely to changing the political structure or shifting the power elite. Democracy can be inclusive when, alongside political freedoms, it also addresses the issue of social and economic inequalities. The same structures that reproduce gender discrimination are often also intertwined with poverty, deprivation, and inequality. Therefore, defending women's rights without regard for social justice and defending social justice without regard for gender equality will both face serious limitations. Women's voices play a crucial role in shaping Iran's future, but they can only represent the majority of society if they go beyond symbolic representation and reflect the demands of women who bear the brunt of economic and social inequalities. Therefore, any discussion of democratic transition in Iran, to be truly inclusive, must recognize the link between freedom, gender equality, and social justice. International Women's Solidarity Council. Till the next video, and text